everyone, welcome to Ratnam College of Arts and Science. I'm N. Farida Begum, Assistant Professor of Ratnam Institute of Management. Today we are going to have a look on topic research methods, which is very important like in today's scenario, and we'll just go have an introduction, have a look on introduction about what is research. As name itself indicates, research is research again and again. It means like gaining more and more knowledge on particular topics or on new topics, and this is very important for each and every researcher, and also we can even say it is very important for the today's most of the organizations, most of the corporates, they are just looking for the research to be carried forward. And if you see in today's marketers, they just they want to launch the new products in the market, and based on this research they just develop the new products and they develop their new product lines. So next we'll have a look on this. We say it as a research as an art of scientific management, where next slide. And here I just want to give a slight thin line difference between what is research methods and methodology. Research methods are the methods that the researcher adopts for conducting the research studies, whereas if you see in methodology, it is the way in which research problems are solved systematically. So finally I can say that research is a science of studying how specifically the research is conducted scientifically. So next I'll like to have a talk on this types of research, which is very important. We have two types of research. One is qualitative research and quantitative research. So and most of the researchers, whoever want to do the research, they mainly focus on quantitative type, because we Indian thesis mostly based on the quantitative type. So numbering is very important, whereas if you take it in a qualitative type is like most of the research is done based on case studies, and in-depth studies is carried forward in qualitative type. And here I can say the big difference, like in a quantitative type, researchers can use their primary data, they can do surveys among the respondents, and they can collect the data, and they can have a numbering, and they can use the data tools. Whereas in qualitative type, they can focus on more and more observation type, or even we can say like they can focus it on like case studies which is happening, where the source can be taken from the secondary data also, and it gives us very like what to say, a good impact will be there from the qualitative type. So best example I can say, most of the foreigners, they do research based on the qualitative type. So next I'll take this topic is research process, which is very important, and today's research scholars needs to follow this type of methods. If you see, first one is define research problem, whereas this is the first step in the research process. Before entering or before doing research, we need to define a problem. Yes, this can be taken according to the based on the situation or the environment, or even in current scenario what's happening, and internal and external environment. Based on that we can define some problems. And next one is literature review. This literature review can be taken can be done before the research topic is selected or after the research topic is selected. Why we need to do a literature review? Because we need to go n number of literature reviews in order to find the research gap, which is very important for each and every researchers. Why their products, for example, if you take a marketer, they are just I mean what to say, they are just launching their products in the market. Definitely it is not an easy task. Definitely what happens, they do a number of plenty of research on their products, and even they do a plenty of research on their existing products, and then they launch it in market, stating like doing a new products or developing a new product lines, etc. So literature review is very important. Why we need to do this? Because there is also there may be a chance, more chance of a problem which is already carried forward in previous research, or there may be a more chance like we can have another overlook of particular problem. So next one is formulate hypothesis. Why we need to formulate hypothesis? It's a very important. As hypothesis, we all know it's a statement of assumption, where a statement can be taken, we can prove this statement either to be a true or false according to the questioners, according to the statement, how we get it respondents, how the respondents respond to that particular questions. Okay, so next one is design research. Here what happens in design research, we need to take lot of samples, we need to define what is research design, how to, like for example we can say that research methodology, which is important topic to proceed further. Okay, so in research design, if you take it, we have like we need to choose whether our research should be from the primary one or a secondary one. So we all know primary data like collecting questionnaires, framing the questionnaires, and before framing the questionnaires we need to take questionnaires to be framed in such a way that respondents should understand what is your question is. And if we take it in a secondary base you can collect your data from other resources like from articles or journals, etc. So by this way all this can be done. We can need to collect the data based on questionnaires what I have told you right now, and this can be carried forward to another, that is analysis of data. Analysis of data is very important because specific tools are required, which is a supporting tool for each and every research. But the only thing we get the answer, we need to choose the right tool so that we get it a correct answer from the data what all we have derived. And the last one is interpret and report. Interpretation is very important. Once your data is finalized, once you get answer on behalf of the analyzing of your data, definitely finally you need to interpret your answers, your results, and definitely you need to interpret with the existing authors who have done their research, and then you need to conclude it. So by this I conclude this topic. Hope you people have understood, and next class we see soon in the next class in depth in details. Okay, thank you.